to Monday Ignition. I'm just going to let you guys know we may have some technical difficulties. This is going to be a trial for me this morning. We've got some internet issues, so I'm going off of the regular phone. So hopefully this is clear. Hopefully this is fast. Hopefully we are connected. But it's amazing, what happens when you do not have internet. I mean, everything in our house is connected to internet. It's like everything shuts down, and so hoping that we get the internet back quick. But it looks like we have a connection now, so I'm going to dive right into this. I wanted to share with all of you as we approach planting season, like we've been planting a seed for, and we think about your success and whether you're ahead of where you wanted to be, exactly where you wanted to be, or maybe behind where you wanted to be. Everything really does come down to how you show up one day at a time. There's a blessing and a curse of me, so many different teams in the world of sports, because every week there's teams that I work with that don't get the results that they want. And then there's teams that I work with that do get the results that we want. And there's players that we work with that get results they want and players who are facing challenges. And then it's the same in the business world. So it's this up and down of emotions and winning and falling short and learning and adversity and challenge. And so for many of us, we're just operating where we are. For those that are connected to so many different individuals every single day, there's a constant perspective of ups and downs. It's literally every day. And so for me, one of the things I like to do is to study and to read and to find out, what do the greats do? How do the greats win? And it's one thing, when I stay consistent in that study every day, it continues to reveal what it takes to be great and to be a champion. And the book that I am currently reading is called 11 Rings by Phil Jackson. So Phil Jackson won 11 rings as a head coach, another ring as a player in the NBA, but 6 with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, 5 with Kobe Bryant, Shaq, and the Los Angeles Lakers. And so a tremendous amount of winning. And there's so much to learn from how he showed up, how he won, how he felt about culture. And I'm getting towards the end of the book now, and there's a chapter on the eightfold path. And I want to share this eightfold path with you. I actually printed it out, and I was highlighting and circling and doing things today reading this. But it talks about this eightfold path. And there's 3 things that I recognized as I went through this eightfold path of success and staying the course. And number 1, it revealed the importance of the standard. So I ask you, whether you're ahead, behind, or where you wanted to be, how are you doing in terms of your standards? We all know what we need to do or what we're not doing, but it comes down to the choices that you make. Similar to the greatest life lesson I ever learned from my mom, it's not how long you live, it's how you choose to live your life. So are you maintaining your standards? And then another piece that just rang true in this eightfold path in this process was the process, which is going to be the title of my next book when I have a chance to slow down with everything that our team has going on. But we've started the process of writing the book. We've started gathering the stories. We've started doing a lot of the work behind the scenes to get this book done. But the book will be called The Process. And then there was another piece on staying neutral, the importance of staying neutral, which is a piece that I'm going to read to you guys, but the importance of staying neutral. So through the ups and downs that we stay neutral, we don't get too high, we don't get too low. Very hard for people when it comes to success, driving standard, and process. And then all of it, if I were to have an overarching theme of these 8 things that he shares in this chapter, it's standard over feelings. Not allowing your feelings to dictate how you show up, but staying true to that standard that'll cause you to have success. So have you been showing up to your feelings, or have you been showing up to the standard that drives success in your life? So I could go through the eightfold path. I'm going to encourage you to get the book, but it talks about having the right view, the right thinking, the right speech, the right action, the right livelihood, the right effort, the right mindfulness, and the right concentration. Staying focused on what you're doing at any given moment and not obsessing about mistakes you've made in the past or bad things that might happen in the future. Staying neutral to the standard, not allowing your feelings to dictate how you show up. I'm going to read that last part one more time, and maybe it'll encourage you to go get this book because it is pretty damn good. One of the greatest coaches to ever win. Right concentration. How are you concentrating? How is your standard? How is your process? Right concentration is about staying focused, intentionally focused on what you're doing at any given moment and not obsessing about mistakes you've made in the past or bad things that might happen in the future. Stay neutral, stay in the moment, stay focused on the things you can control, and attack the process. That is how winning is done. So, no matter the book, the autobiography, the story, what the Indiana Fever are doing right now, what Matt Jones is resurrecting himself and doing right now, whether it be Levante David, who continues to just impress in his 14th season in the NFL. I've worked with him for 13 of those years, captain of Tampa Bay. All these things that these individuals continue to do, they embody everything that I just shared. So winning is within your control, but you got to choose it. You got to have the right mindset. You got to stay neutral, and you got to go win today. For none of us, our year is close to being over. There's so much more we can give. Go give all of yourself today, and let's go win.